When someone meets you for the first time in English, what is the first thing they ask you about?
They ask about your family. It is one of the most natural topics in English conversation.
Exactly. And today we are going to teach you everything you need to talk about your family in English.
By the end of this episode, you will know all the key family words, useful expressions, and even one special phrase that most beginners do not know.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. How are you today? Today I am here with Emma, and today we are going to talk about my family.
Hello, everyone. I am very happy to be here today. Let's start our conversation.
Emma, how are you doing today?
I am doing really well. Thank you, Daniel. And you?
I am wonderful, thank you. I am very excited about today's topic.
Me too. Family is such a warm and personal topic.
Absolutely. Everyone has a family, so every single one of our listeners can relate to this topic.
Exactly. And talking about family is one of the most common things people do in English conversation.
So whether you are a complete beginner or you have been learning for a while, today's episode is for you.
Definitely. We will keep everything simple, natural, and easy to follow.
And we also have a funny story later in the episode that I think everyone will enjoy.
Oh, yes, I am already looking forward to that.
So stay with us until the end. Let's get started.
So here is what we have for you today. By the end of this episode, you will be able to describe your own family in English. You will learn all the important family vocabulary words: mother, father, brother, sister, grandparents, cousins, aunts, and uncles. We will also teach you two very useful English expressions that native speakers use all the time when they talk about family. And we will share a personal story that will teach you something very natural and real about family life. So make sure you listen all the way to the end.
Okay, let's begin.
Emma, let's start simple. How many people are in your family?
In my immediate family, there are 4 people.
4 people. That is a lovely size. Who are they?
There is my mother, my father, my younger sister, and me.
So you have one sister and no brothers.
That is right, just one sister, and we all live together in the same house.
That is wonderful. A house full of family is always warm and lively.
It really is. It is never quiet in our house.
I can imagine. How old is your sister?
She is 17 years old, a very energetic teenager.
Teenagers always keep things interesting.
They really do, but honestly, she is my best friend.
Oh, that is so beautiful. A sister who is also your best friend?
We talk about everything together. I feel very lucky to have her.
That is a very special relationship. Now, tell me about your parents.
My mother is a mathematics teacher. She teaches at a local school.
Oh, a math teacher. She must be very patient and very smart.
She is both, and she needed all of that patience raising us.
That is so true. What about your father?
My father is an engineer. He designs buildings and bridges.
Wow, that is such an important job. You must be very proud of him.
Extremely proud. He has worked on some very big projects. He works very hard.
That is wonderful. Your family sounds very accomplished, Emma.
Thank you, Daniel. Now it is your turn. Tell us about your family.
Of course. My family is a little bigger than yours. There are 5 people.
5 people? Who are they?
My mother, my father, my older brother, my younger brother, and me.
So 3 boys in the house and no sisters.
Exactly. 3 boys. My poor mother.
She must be the most patient woman in the world.
She truly is the most patient person I have ever met.
Tell me about your brothers, Daniel.
My older brother is 30 years old.
He's a doctor. He works at a hospital. Wow, a doctor. That is a very respected profession.
He worked incredibly hard to get there. Many years of study. But he loves his job.
That is the most important thing. When you love your job, it does not feel like work.
Absolutely. And my younger brother is 19. He's studying computer science at university.
Oh, technology. That is a very smart choice these days.
Right. The tech industry is always growing. We are all very proud of him.
It sounds like you have a very successful family, Daniel.
Thank you. But more than success, we are very close. And that means more to me than anything.
That is the most important thing, a loving and close family.
I completely agree.
Do you have grandparents, Daniel?
I have my grandmother on my father's side. She is 80 years old and still very active.
80 years old and still active? That is incredible.
She walks every single morning. She says the secret is hard work and positive thinking.
That is wonderful advice from a very wise woman.
She really is. She is the heart of our family. Everyone loves and respects her deeply.
I love that expression, the heart of the family. It is so meaningful.
What about your grandparents, Emma?
I have both my grandparents on my mother's side. My grandmother is 72 and my grandfather is 75.
That is wonderful. Do you see them often?
Every single weekend. We go to their house every Sunday for a big family lunch.
Oh, that sounds so special. A Sunday family lunch tradition?
My grandmother spends the whole morning cooking, and after lunch, we sit in the garden and talk for hours.
No phones, no screens, just family and conversation.
Exactly. Those Sunday afternoons are my most precious memories.
Those simple moments really are the most valuable ones in life.
I believe that with all my heart.
Actually, before we continue, I want to share something interesting about family and language.
Oh, please tell us.
Did you know that in English, the word family originally comes from the Latin word familia, which means household?
Oh, that is fascinating. So it originally referred to everyone living under the same roof.
Exactly. Not just people related by blood, but everyone who shared a home.
That gives the word a much warmer and broader meaning.
I love that. Okay, now let's move to our English learning section.
Great. This is one of my favorite parts.
So let's teach our listeners the most important family vocabulary words in English.
Let's start with the basics. The word mother means your female parent. You can also say mom or mum.
Mom is American English. Mum is British English. Both mean the same thing.
For example, my mom is a teacher, or my mom made dinner tonight.
The word father means your male parent. You can also say dad.
For example, my dad is an engineer. Very natural and friendly.
Now the word sibling. A sibling is a brother or sister, someone who shares the same parents as you.
For example, I have one sibling. She is my younger sister.
Or, do you have any siblings? I have 2 brothers and 1 sister.
Sibling is a very useful word because it covers both brothers and sisters at the same time.
Exactly. Now let's talk about grandparents.
Your mother's parents and your father's parents are all called grandparents.
Your grandmother is also called grandma or granny. Your grandfather is also called grandpa or granddad.
For example, my grandma makes the best food in the world.
Every grandma does.
That is absolutely true.
Now let's talk about extended family. An aunt is your parent's sister. An uncle is your parent's brother.
And a cousin is the child of your aunt or uncle.
For example, my aunt lives in another city. My uncle has 3 children. I have 5 cousins.
Very useful. Now let's talk about 2 important expressions that native speakers use all the time.
The first expression is to take after someone. This means to look or behave like a family member.
For example, I take after my mother. I have her eyes and her personality.
Or, my brother takes after our father. He is tall and quiet, just like him.
This is a very natural expression. Native speakers use it constantly.
The second expression is The apple does not fall far from the tree.
This means children are usually similar to their parents.
For example, Daniel became a great speaker, just like his father. The apple does not fall far from the tree.
I love that example, Daniel.
Thank you, Emma. I chose it carefully.
Now our listeners can use both of these expressions today in a real conversation.
And one quick grammar point. When we talk about family, we often use the verb have.
For example, I have one sister. I have two brothers. I have 6 cousins.
Notice we say I have, not I am having. We do not use the continuous form here.
That is a very common mistake for beginners. So remember, I have a sister, not I am having a sister.
Exactly. Very important point. A good one to remember.
Daniel, I want to ask our listeners something.
Of course, go ahead.
Everyone, tell us about your family in the comments. How many people are in your family?
Write it like this. My family has 4 people. I have 1 sister and no brothers.
Or, I am an only child. I live with my mother and father.
We read every single comment, and we love hearing from all of you around the world.
And if you are enjoying this episode, please give it a like and subscribe to our channel.
We make a new episode every week, just for beginner English learners like you.
Now, are you ready for our personal story?
Yes, I think our listeners have been waiting for this. Emma, I want to ask you, what is the funniest or most memorable family moment you have?
Oh, what a great question. I have one story that I will never forget.
Please tell us.
It was about 3 years ago. My whole extended family came to our house for a birthday celebration.
Oh, a big family gathering. How many people?
About 25 people. Every aunt, uncle, cousin, grandparent, all in one house.
That sounds wonderfully chaotic.
Very chaotic. And my grandmother asked me to make her special soup recipe.
Oh, you were in charge of the soup. That is a big responsibility.
A very big responsibility. Her soup is famous in our family. Everyone loves it.
So what happened?
I followed the recipe perfectly. I was very proud of myself. I put it on the table and everyone tasted it.
And?
Complete silence. 25 people, all completely silent.
Oh no, what was wrong?
I forgot the salt. The entire pot of soup, completely without salt.
Oh, Emma, that is so funny.
My grandmother looked at me very kindly and said, "Next time, my dear, salt is not optional."
Your grandmother sounds like a wonderful woman.
She is. And the lesson I learned that day, always taste your food before you serve it.
That is excellent life advice. And also, never underestimate salt.
Never underestimate salt. Words to live by.
And you know, this story is actually a perfect example of what we said earlier. What do you mean? Well, cooking runs in your family, and you are learning. The apple does not fall far from the tree.
I love that. You connected it perfectly, Daniel.
Thank you. I try. Well, everyone, what an episode we had today.
We talked about our families, parents, siblings, grandparents, aunts, uncles, and cousins.
We learned the difference between immediate family and extended family.
And we learned 2 very important expressions: to take after someone and the apple does not fall far from the tree.
Now, before we go, I want to tell you about our next episode.
Oh yes, tell them, Daniel.
In our next episode, we are going to talk about using public transport in English.
Buses, trains, taxis. How do you buy a ticket? How do you ask for directions?
If you have ever felt nervous about using transport in an English-speaking country, this episode is for you.
And we have a very funny story about getting on the wrong bus. You do not want to miss it.
So subscribe right now and we will see you in episode 4.
I cannot wait. It is going to be a great one. Today was so much fun, Daniel. Thank you.
Thank you, Emma, and thank you everyone so much for listening.
Practice the words we learned today. Sibling, extended family, to take after someone.
Try to use them in a sentence today. Even one sentence makes a real difference.
For example, I take after my mother. Or, kindness runs in my family.
Simple, natural, and beautiful sentences.
See you in the next episode, everyone.
Goodbye, everyone. Go spend some time with your family today.
And do not forget the salt.
Never forget the salt. Take care, everyone, and keep learning English every day.
Bye-bye.